Hello, and welcome to another Dungeon Crawler Jam game session. It's a little bit different because, hey, it's time to start in on 2025 games. The Dungeon Crawler Jam 2025 on itch.io just ended the other day on the 20th of April 2025, if you're watching this later. And yeah, there's a few submissions. There's 73 entries apparently, which a bit less than previous years, or at least a bit less than last year. But hey, let's take a look. I believe they had a shorter time to do entries this year. It was only like a week or so that they were given. So that might have something to do with it. And the entries, from what I've seen, are a little bit rougher, a little rougher around the edges, which again, to be expected from having a shorter period of time to work on them. Let's take a look though. So the themes for this year's entries were, excuse me, genre fusion, heist, sinking ship, and treasure hunting. And there's also a restriction that all entries must contain chicken in some way. And oh boy, do they ever contain chicken. So that's good. That's fun. That's nice to know. A bunch of rules which I'm not going to go over in detail here, but you can look them up if you're interested. They're all posted publicly to the Jam page. And the game we're going to start with is Bok Lee by Tribe. Let's get this working. Yeah, here we are. He's a chicken. His headband. Presumably he knows martial arts, given that stance. Turn up the music volume here. I can't really hear the music anyway, but whatever. Yeah, so Q and E to rotate, which, again, disgusting, wrong. No one should ever do this. WASD movement, space, skips a turn. Yeah, if you want an enemy to walk to you, I guess. Move into enemies, perform an attack, so, bump attacks. Strength, Wit, Dex, Aggie, and Luck. Sure. Curse of the Golden Egg. Almighty Cluck. Hey, Lee. Bok Lee, there was an accident at the Kung Fu Academy and you're now in purgatory. But because of your heroic actions in life, you have a second chance. Find the golden egg and you'll be resurrected. Sounds good to me. I can kind of just barely hear some music in the back. In the room in front of you, there is a mighty foe. In order to proceed, you must defeat him. However, he's behind a locked door and you must find the key. I suppose we have to find that key. It appears you need a gold key to unlock this door. It appears you need a platinum key to unlock this door. Right? We're already up to 2 keys now. Oh, here's a farmer. Oh, I've leveled up. Make sure you use your free points. Viking, another Viking. Alright, I've leveled up again. I guess let's, spend these points. Definitely need more luck. I guess there's nothing else in here. Am I healing? Yeah, I am healing time. Oh, I've attained a platinum key. Great. No. Vikings, farmers. You know, the usual. Leveled up again. You know, I feel maybe a little bad about all these farmers. There. Oh, the gold key. That's just a... Okay, that's just a loop, but... These more enemies? Do they respawn after all? I guess they do. But yeah, sure, you can farm enemies, I guess. If you need to. Buckirk? Who do you think you are, Bok Lee, to deserve a second chance when by something something? Well, Royd Rooster has been defeated. The door to the next level is open. Alright, that's great. That wasn't the stairway to heaven you just climbed. You've reached the second level where you will encounter even more foes. You must continue searching for the golden egg. I must. Silver key. Level's definitely more complex. And I've been defeated. Train harder next time. Door. Leveled up again. Silver key. Oh, just a sports ball. Again, sure. Okay. A luchador. There's some pretty good enemy designs in here. Where was that silver door? Oh, he's way up close, huh? Been defeated. That's okay. I needed to heal anyway. Alright. Bronze key. I never did spot a bronze door. It must be somewhere. Yep, there it is. And here's party foul. No problem. On to level 3. Reached your destination. The final encounter will reward you with the golden egg. Right, so only 3 levels, but that's fine. chicken with a chainsaw. Crazy face. They're no match for Bok Lee, though. I mean, okay, maybe they're a little bit of a match for Bok Lee. But only when there's a bunch of them. Sure. Another bronze key. Mother Clucker. No, I'm losing. I lost to Mother Clucker. I guess I need to train more. I didn't stand much of a chance there. So much for my confidence earlier, my hubris. Oh, Mother Clucker is loose. I see. I didn't realize that they would leave their spawn room, chase after me. Here they are, yeah. No, it's not quite, not quite. It was close, but not quite. Oh, I did it. Mother Clucker has been defeated. Here's the golden egg. Golden egg is yours, and your second chance starts now. Use it well to make the Kung Fu Academy a safer place. Well, that was cute. Very short, obviously, but it was cute. Alright, well that's Bok Lee from Tribe. Alright, let's see. Now the next one is Deep Below Chicken Waits Dreaming. Where's the description for this one? Deep Below Chicken Waits Dreaming by Lucky Lazio. You are a treasure hunter and freelance diver. During one of your dives, you finally managed to locate the U-42, famous World War II lost German submarine. Legend has it that towards the end of the war, Captain Karl Jungfrud and his loyal crew fled the Third Reich aboard the U-42, taking with them various Nazi war treasures and, most importantly, the priceless Qing Dynasty Imperial Chicken statuette. From the outside, the submarine appears to be in good condition, but with your limited resources, it is impossible to bring it back to dock or even to the surface. Making your discovery public would mean giving up the treasure, and that's out of the question. That's right. So get your hands on some explosives. Your plan? Create an entrance with the explosives and collect as much loot as possible before sinking with the submarine. You have about 1 minute of oxygen in excess of what is needed to reach the surface, and your estimate is that you have 3 minutes before the sub is completely full of water. A brilliant plan indeed. What could go wrong? Probably nothing. I'm sure that fun little friend has nothing to do with it either. All right. Picked up valuables. Okay. This is treasure. There's some treasure here too, wasn't it? Got 60 seconds of oxygen. I guess I'm not using it up because the air inside the submarine is still fine. Grabby, grabby. Do you remember the way back? I don't. All this Nazi gold. Nope, the submarine is filling with water. Exit, I guess. Right, we still got a bit of time. Not so much anymore. I just click on that. Ready to escape. There's no turning back. Yeah. Directed 36 loot, but without the chicken idol. Maybe it's for the best. Alright, let's try that again. Again, a very short game, but that's fine. Let's find this chicken idol. Maybe it's further downstairs. It does seem, logical that it would be down here, right? Lots of treasure in here. Tons of treasure. Still no chicken idols, though. Move slower underwater, too. That does make sense. Oxygen's critical. I don't think we're making it out of here. That's fine, though. Any chicken idols in here? Not seeing any. There's bound to be one around somewhere. It says it right here in the game description. Chicken idol. any chicken idols. Might have to map this place out. Oh, here it is. Here is that chicken idol. I wonder if it's random. It could be randomly placed. I'm sure it's not cursed or anything, right? They wouldn't do that. They wouldn't put a curse on a chicken idol. Guess I should get out of here. Down. I escaped with the probably not cursed chicken idol. But wait a second, what's happening to me? Weird, I don't remember having feathers on my arms. Cluck, cluck, cluck. Seed to lay an egg. That's fine. We're happier this way anyway. Alright. Well, that's Deep Below Chicken Waits Dreaming from Lucky Laszlo. Exit, yes. Alright. Next up is Dungeon Tonight. Dungeon Tonight by Recipers. The game is severely unfinished, but at least you can walk around, assemble your party, and maybe even kill a couple goblins. Stick to the road to get out of town. To get into town safely, try to find some friends or equipment before trying to fight. Is there anything? This one? No, not really. But start this up and see if it actually works. Here we are. We've got some very nice EVA graphics. Joins the party. Look at this portrait. This is such a good portrait. And like this background, these trees, the sky, the dithering on the water. Very nice. You are clucked awake by a chicken on a desolate beach. What in tarnation, you cry? The melancholy rhythm of the waves replies inscrutably. The chicken seems to be trying to get your attention. Buck, buck, a buck, it insists. Oh my goodness. Well, aren't you a handsome little devil? Buck. I don't suppose you know anything about where we are. Or that wrecked-ass boat. Or that party last night. Probably got out of hand. You notice the chicken is wearing a golden collar. I didn't know chickens wore collars. On inspection, you notice the collar bears a tag inscribed Lord Cluckingham. Lord Cluckingham. Buck, buck. Wow. You sit up and take a look around the environs. It's hard for you to tell that much except you are neither hot nor cold. Sun shines brightly high in the sky, and the surf smells salty with a twinge of the ocean's musk. Muck, not musk. Ocean ocean musk would be like whales, I guess. Lord Cluckingham scratches in the sand, circling like the eddies of a tide pool. I don't think worms live in the sand. Maybe you like clams? Or sea bugs? And chickens will eat basically anything. How do oysters live? How do oysters live? That's a good question. Lord Cluckingham claws a tarnished coin out of the wet sands and clucks excitedly. A word? That's awesome. Lord Cluckingham nudges the coin in your direction. Oh, do you want me to take this? Well, don't mind if I do. Lord Cluckingham clucks contentedly. Lord Cluckingham is a lot to say over and over. Do you mind if I call you Clucko? Clucko, Clucko. My, I'll take that as a yes. Say, well, I'm pleased to make your acquaintance, friendo. Clucko almost purrs as he nuzzles your ankle. Let's get the hell out of here. Lord Cluckingham joins the party. Okay. We got our first person view, a little mini map up here. Quite a good mini map too. Also, it uses A and D to turn instead of Q and E, so that's a huge markup. Let's see. Got a campfire. There's a campfire here. If you have enough food, you can cook it and rest to regain a portion of your strength. Cook something? I don't have any food, actually. Right. You, level 1 fighter. 0 to 50 XP, 37 HP, 12 strength, 11 dex, 13 constitution, 8 intelligence, 10 willpower, 9 charisma. So D&D stats. And we have 11 gold. Lord Cluckingham has 8 strength, 11 dex, 4 constitution, 8 intelligence, 6 willpower, and 8 charisma. These are pretty high stats for a chicken. He also has a royal necklace, and it's, what's that item description supposed to be? I don't know. Game is severely unfinished, after all. An apple tree. Beautiful, beautiful tended apple tree stands here. Ripe fruits are basking in sunlight high above the ground. Climb the tree requires 14 dexterity. Can't do that. Attempt climbing the tree. You masterfully climb the tree. Party takes a moment enjoying fresh fruits and contemplating beauty of the nature. And we get some apples. Okay, that's great. Here's like a boulder. Just some trees. And there's like a house up there. Go toward that house. More of a shack, really. Oh, monsters attack. Slimes. Slimes are missing me. How many hit points do these slimes have? I don't know. They're doing some damage, though. Can I run away? No. I can attack or defend. I cannot run away. Lord Cluckingham might be doomed. I might also be doomed. We haven't killed a single slime yet. Oh, we did. We did actually kill a slime. And Cluckingham is down. I'm going to be down very soon as well. Beaten and defeated, you crawl back to the beach, losing a quarter of your gold in the process. Well, I guess that's just how it goes sometimes. Alright, so we were able to heal with the apples. Start climbing the tree, but one of the lower branches crack under your weight. You're sent flying towards the ground. Impact doesn't do any real damage, but apples seem less alluring to you now. Alright, well, I guess let's try this again. Oh, here's slimes again. Maybe we should, in fact, stick to the road like they said. I thought, hey, I can make it to that shack. It's not far off the road, but, well, everything off the road is just crawling with slimes. I don't think we're going. Okay, yes, I can just use hotkeys. Okay. There we go. But there's no more apples. I already got the apples. And I only have one food. So, well, will we heal naturally? Hard to say. Signpost. A weathered signpost reads north to the Glade Cove Beach, east to the Plum Orchard, and west to the Goblin Hills. None of those sound healing. Not a chicken harvest. Here's a town, though. Here's a town. Can't go in there. Looks like a shop, but I guess it's not a real shop. Cheapo's Weapon Store. Door squeaks, letting you into the world of wares. Quality leaves much to be desired. Let's see. Long sword for 75 gold. Short sword for 20. Spear for 15. Mace. Hatchet. Dagger. I can't afford any of these. I wouldn't have been able to afford any of these even if I didn't lose much of my original starting gold. Alright. The boar and trout. Laughter and heated arguments accompanied by percussion of mugs and glassware are coming out of the widely open tavern doors. Welcome to Boar and Trout. What would you like today? Recruit Arthur, rent a room, buy food. I guess we should rent a room to store our health. Recruit Arthur. Sitting at a table surrounded by village girls is your friend Arthur, clearly having a good time. Oh, hey, Chief. I was just telling ladies about one of our previous adventures. Yeah, we're probably better move. Sorry, ladies, duty calls. Dracula joins the party. Let's go grab Cecile. She's probably somewhere around the docks. Arthur adds, finishing his booze in one go. Okay, here's Dracula, a level 1 wizard. Well, we have good friends, I think. I buy any food. Buy rations. Well, I bought a ration. I guess I can only carry two food. I don't know. Whatever. Chicken coop. Village chickens are running amok unsupervised. Before you can react, Lord Cluckingham charges into the feathered ruckus, and you lose sight of him in the torrent of dirt, feathers, and chicken feed flying around. Lord Cluckingham leaves the party. That's a shame. We lost our chicken friend. I guess he's happier here. Anything going on with that big rock in town? Where the docks are appears to just be south out of the town. These are the docks. What can I do for you? I'd offer to book you a cruise around the bay, but all our boats are currently away for an annual regatta at Fort Wolf, except for 2 ferries which sank, one earlier this week and one tonight. Is there anything else? Here's Cecile. On the pier, you see your old friend, Cecile. Where have you been? She exclaims, turning to you as you approach her. What's with the chicken? What chicken? Where's the boat? You know that you're naked? She peppers you with questions. I'm naked. I don't appear to be naked. You know what? I actually don't want to know. Let's go. You gotta help me. These cocksuckers won't, well, give me my luggage back. Go do something about it. Theo joins the party. We should also grab Arthur. He's probably in the tavern already getting way ahead of you here. Here's Cecile. He's a level 1 cleric. His clothes. Cartographer's Guild. Maps of all kinds and exotic navigation tools line the shelves. Globes of different sizes, both flat and round, are strewn around. Sorry, lads, members only. Okay. Wharfmaster, for the 50th time, lady, we don't have your luggage. The ferry crashed. It's at the bottom of the sea for all I know. Have a wonderful day. All right. Well, she wanted her luggage, but it sank on the ferry. You know, that's a pretty valid excuse. Like, hey, the ferry crashed. Sorry. We don't have your stuff. Go and like dive for it. Don't pick up any cursed chicken idols while you're down there. This? Nothing. I mean, I suppose it's supposed to be something. Surely. But hey, we have a party now. We don't have any money. But we have Dracula and Cecile. Is he Dracula or is he Arthur? I don't know. That's all there is in town. I wonder if we can get any slimes now. Try and find that shack, right? Slimes. Still not going well for me. Got one down. Only I still had my chicken. Two down. One of us down as well. Two of us down. Soon to be all three of us down. Right, well, slimes, maybe a little much for our party. Yeah. Well, we get sent back to the tavern, and we can't afford to heal. Can't afford a room or anything anymore. Hmm. Happens if we go south. What's south along this road? Like a shrine or something? A tower? I don't know. Well, without being able to find like an actual weapon or anything, get past that. Can't really do much of anything. You know, we could fight some slimes and lose because slimes are too hard for us to fight. It mentioned goblins in the description there, but I can't seem to reach any goblins. Maybe I could like clear that rock out and go toward Goblin Hills if I could get money. But I can't actually beat an encounter just at all, period. Talk to him again. Yeah, no. No, just I guess that's it. I guess that's Dungeon tonight. You know, it's a cute game, but it is definitely not anywhere near finished. So maybe they were a little over ambitious in what they tried to do, or maybe they just, didn't have the time to finish anything. But I like the graphics. It looks good. The writing is, I'm pretty sure that English is not their first language, but otherwise the writing is good enough. I could certainly use editing past, but it's not bad. I don't know if that guy's supposed to be Arthur or Dracula, but either way, that's fine. Our lady friend. It's cool. Good design with like the broken half mask. She's just like the town weirdo, I guess. Cleric. They tend to be weirdos. But yeah, I would be interested in seeing a completed version of this. As it is, well, there's not a whole lot to do. So I guess that's it for that one. All right. And the next one is Echoes of Magnus. Has actual music. The page for this one. Echoes of Magnus by Darksome Games. Hello, I am Sihan Demir. I created this game solo for Dungeon Crawler Jam 2025, and it is my very first Game Jam experience. Hope you enjoy playing it. Game Jam entry is based upon the themes of genre fusion and treasure hunting. The prophecy was shattered. In Awakening the Echoes, dive into the depths of a forgotten dungeon where ancient powers lie dormant. Scattered across the forsaken halls are the four torn pieces of the broken prophecy. Lost whispers that they hold the key to unlocking the mythical tome Arcanum Magnus. As a wielder of elemental arcana, traverse through the cursed corridors, outwit deadly traps, and confront creatures twisted by time and magic. Only when the fragments are reunited upon the altar will the echoes of Magnus return, and the final gate be opened. Face an epic boss battle guarding the ultimate secret. Can you awaken the sealed wisdom and become the bearer of Arcanum Magnus? Let's see. Character controls. Arrow keys, move. A key. Oh yeah, I know. I tried this out. And Well, you'll see. You won't see. But I will describe it to you. So this has perhaps the worst control scheme I have ever encountered. I've been vocal that A and D should be turn, Q and E should be strafe. This has move on the arrow keys. Move on the arrow keys, so up, down, left, right, and then turn on A and D. You don't move forward with W, you don't move backward with S. You have to have one hand on the arrow keys and the other hand on A and D. And then, also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for your items. It's quite possibly the worst control scheme I've ever encountered. The graphics are nice, the sound is nice, but oh boy. That's right. So, you need the key to get through. What sort of fractured, twisted, deranged mind comes up with this? Anyway, turn into a chicken, go through here, pick up that key, back up out of here. I hate this. No, I need the Shadow Fang key to get through there. Second here. Okay, we beat up that guy. And we got a water spell. The Shadow Fang key. Our mana is slowly regenerating. The Tooth of Time key. And I need the Tooth of Time key. So I imagine there must be another vent around here somewhere that I didn't spot. That I can go chicken mode through. Yeah, see, there's one. Shadow Fang key. He's a friend.
Try not pass.
All right. Right, here's a piece of the broken prophecy. And yeah, there's another friend. Another chicken. Any vents here? Yeah, there's a vent right here. This is what the Tooth of Time key. Seal of Ignis key. For chicken mode to wear off.
Try not pass.
Alright, that's fine. Broken Prophecy Piece 2. Another chicken door. What is 1-1? Tooth of Time key. Is suppose you could potentially get stuck in there if your chicken mode runs out while you're inside. But you have plenty of time. Okay, yeah. Brings me back around to here.
Try not pass.
Got an air spell. What does this guy want? Stormheart key. Well, another chicken door over here.
Try not pass.
Not yet.
Oh, out of mana. Alright, here's our third piece of the prophecy. One wants a Moonstone Sigil key. There it is.
Try not pass.
There's Fire Spell. The Deep key. Broken Prophecy Piece 4. Doomfang key. They do have fun names for their keys, don't they? More potions. If you're in need.
to brace car, avoiding adding Sunday, Takahito, that's Tana.
You try not pass.
Oh, there's a guy there. Try and time it around here.
Not yet.
Oh. Yeah, this is a bit more challenging.
Not yet. Not yet.
I don't think I'm hitting him much.
Not yet.
That's easier. Victory! Hooray, I win. Alright, well that's Echoes of Magnus. Yeah, pretty cute. Horrible control scheme, but other than that, cute, it's a decent game. And then the last one is Gilded Nest. See if I can actually make that. Yeah, there we go. See if it'll actually stream properly. I had some issues with Unity games not wanting to fully capture. Let's see, Gilded Nest, made by Nick K888. This game is a round-based action dungeon crawler in which you need to locate and escape with a treasure. The game features a random level generator with random room placements, loot, and enemy statistics. Are you able to escape with the treasure? I guess we'll find out. Alright, it does appear to properly be capturing. See the little mini map in the top there. Open map. B to heal, X to skip. Find a weapon to break the boxes. Guess we can try to find a weapon. Look right here. F to interact. Alright. Revealed a door. Locate the treasure. If I must. I got a health kit, I guess. The Red Cross organization would certainly not be happy to see a little design like that. Okay, you can't break barrels, only boxes. Okay, I cannot pick up a second health kit. Or a third one. But hey, if I... Oh, that's me. Another door. Oh, there's a guy. Two guys. Doing a lot more to them than they are to me. Press V to heal, and then pick up a replacement health kit. Can I go through this door? No. Let's go through this one. Oh, guy. Alright, health kits do not restore you to full, necessarily. So having a ton of health kits around is better than it might seem. Oh, this little guy. Here's a chicken. Treasure is locked away. Search for the key. Alright, well, we found the treasure. It's here. It's a chicken. Now we need to find the key. Let's see. A bunch of health kits back in here. Heal up. Supposing they didn't despawn or something. They may have despawned. Oh, here's one. There were definitely more, but, well, take what you can get, I guess. If we can find the key so that we can take the chicken. there's any like weapon upgrades anywhere. Will I find them in a crate, or have I been not noticing little floor lockers that could have contained one? I don't see anything like that. Also, surprisingly few enemies. Like, other than that one room with the treasure, where there were a bunch of enemies. Here's some. Really not many health kits around at all. Still don't know what that third slot is for either. I mean, I guess it's for the key, right? That's probably what it's for. Here we are. Yeah, that's better. So there are other little footlockers around. Okay, this is better defense, but worse attack is more health. I'd rather do more damage, honestly. Here's another one. Spear has much better health. Again, worse attack, slightly better defense. So much more damage. If I could find something that actually did more damage, I'd be happy. If I could find an absolute ton of health kits, I would also be happy. As it is, I have doubts whether or not not I'm going to survive this. Okay, yeah, so there are other weapons around. You have to actually keep your eyes open for them. Okay, is something. Is that the key? What is that? What is that? I might be doing here. Yeah, thinking that thing lowered my defense by quite a bit. But oh boy, I do a ton more damage. Okay, so it's like some sort of berserker sigil? Like an accessory. Let's see. A big cross gives me more health, much more defense. Sure. That sounds fine. 53 attack, 12 defense, potentially 225 health, but I would need to actually find some health kits for that. Yeah, okay. Well, we're exploring these rooms. He's gonna kill us. Yeah, there's. Yeah, there we go. I died. I sure did. Okay, let's try one more time. Is it actually gonna do it? It's trying. It's struggling. Okay. Never mind. All right. So that's the 5 games I picked for this year's the 2025 Dungeon Crawler Jam on itch.io. That was Bok Lee, Deep Below, Chicken Wait Streaming, Dungeon Tonight, Echoes of Magnus, and Gilded Nest. You know, some of them a little rough around the edges, Not all of them the best, but judging is still in progress, so it's hard to find the good ones when they haven't been judged yet. But I had a decent enough time with all of them. I enjoyed them. Bok Lee was fun. Deep Below, Chicken Wait Streaming, pretty fun. Dungeon Tonight looks promising, but there's not really anything there. I hope that they either continue to work on it or else if not, I'll certainly look forward to anything else they do. Or they have enough time to produce a full game. I like the style there. Echoes of Magnus was fun aside from the god awful control scheme. And Gilded Nest, well, there was something there. I didn't really quite gel with Gilded Nest, but it's decently enough made. There's something to it. There. Try them out. Try out some of the other games from the Jam. There's, what was it, it's like 74, 73 submissions. Give them a try. See if you find anything you like. I'll keep playing through them. I will probably stream some more eventually. I probably won't stream all of them, but I'll do a few more sessions from Game Jam. Anyway, that's it. That's it for the special Monday stream. This very long weekend. Next time I'll be back to the Bard's Tale 4, continue on with that, see if I can actually finish out Kyliran's Cellar, that Mage Alguin, and we'll see what goes on there. Until then, stay safe, have fun, and enjoy what remains of the very long weekend. If you get a very long weekend, many people around the world do not, and hey, I don't really have any advice for you if you don't have a very long weekend right here around the spring equinox, Easter season, whatever you want to call it. But maybe like petition your government, have some like riots, a general strike in favor of getting one.